The moments after a car crash, time stands still. You ponder the close call, grateful for our numerous circles of protection. At COP Motors, we understand what matters most. As vehicles come and go, our perilous research towards your safety is unmatched. COP Motors, protecting what matters most.
Welcome one, welcome all. Sorry for the little bloodbath that is my chin. I cut myself shaving right before the show, so hopefully it's not on there. I missed a spot, went in with the dry razor and clip. So if you're wondering what's wrong with me, that's it. Hey, Dreamer Stingo and Chimpskey, mine's up roll nice and early with me as always. Orzhov Tokens is what I'm talking. And I did have Judges Familiar in this, and then I took it out. I just felt like I was forcing it because of last week's talk. So anyway, I really like this card, Ministrant of Obligation. Between this and Doom Traveler, we can kind of bounce back pretty quickly from Wrath effects, which are plentiful out there now. Our sideboard deals with that a bit, and obviously 4 main strands can really help with that too. But when that isn't happening, what's really cool is I put in a 8 draw package of Village Rites and Corrupted Conviction so that we can nab stuff back. We got a lot of things that come back from the yard, including 4 veterans, but I'll go over the list here. We got 4 Ash Barrens, 2 Basilicas, I believe it's like 10 plains and 2 swamps for a grand total of 18. We got 4 Doom Travelers, the Veterans, and the Soul Wardens is our life package. 1 Solitary Blood Fountain. Sometimes it's just good to be able to bring back, especially the Ministrant when you start drawing extra ones of these and such. Not too many targets with it, but just had 1 floating spot, and I didn't want it to be another Cenn's Enlistment. Again, we got the 8 draw package. The Cenn's Enlistment for flood and late game stages. Pretty cool to just clog up the ground against serpents and such. 4 Battle Screech and there's 4 Hawks. The Ministrant's really cool. When it dies, it comes back as 2/1/1 flyers. So you get 3 creatures for 1 card. It's pretty sweet. I used to run 3 of these, went up to all 4. It's just such a good combat trick when we're waiting for the hammer, which is Guardian's Pledge, and we just do it and go. Again, I've mentioned this over the years. I think the very first video I ever did for PauperRBust, like a play out, was a tokens video. And it threw a lot of people off my play style because I like to play this as a sorcery, kind of as a, do you have a counter? Because, you know, it's kind of silly to, especially against islands, turn everything sideways, commit to the board, and do this little aha move, and they counter it, and then they do all these beneficial blocks, and you lose your army. Much better to just play it, see if it's all good, and then go, especially if you're holding a Strands or there's one in the yard, and you don't want to commit with your white creatures being tapped. Anyway, and in the sideboard, we've got 3 Destroy Evil. Really like this. One of the things this deck hates is their flyers, meaning the Mistering Mimic, whatever, with that bird creator dude. We got 3 Lumithread Fields, 3 Dust to Dust, 2 Arms of Hadar. Early on in testing, I ran into elves, and I'm like, I can't beat this. And so that's why I put these in there. And 4 Macabres there. So what was I going to do? Just running around here. All right, let's see how we do. Been doing pretty darn decent with this. I think I got 3rd in the Pauper Classic event with it. Lost... can't quite remember what it was. Hey, look, the blood has stopped. I should have played Rakdos with my chin acting the way it is today. Yes, I want to play first. Not the greatest opener. We've got a 1-drop, but we'll mulligan this. Let's see if we can get an extra land out of the deal. All right, we'll keep this. Open up our yards. Keep. What are we going to turn back? Oh, this is a rough one. Actually, I think I'm going to throw Strands back. We'll say done. Watch it. It's red, and we're going to really regret that in a second. We shall see. I am a huge fan of Doom Traveler. This has made it into all my token builds. I just love it. But, you know, normally what tokens is bad at is drawing cards, and so I'm trying to remedy that, and it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, Murmuring Mystic, that's what I was trying to say. That's right, I got a blood fountain for my bloody chin. We'll see. Hopefully it chills out here a bit. Okay, it's a no-brainer. If this is a in the air deck, I'm going to drop a Hawk and go for it straight out of the way here. Boop. Probably should attack first, but hey, Whatever. Spell Pierce, possibly. Maybe they were hoping to counter something like that. Bloody Chin Chin. Okay, that's the card we're designing right now in the chat. Let's go. Bloody Chin Chin. It almost sounds too fun to be like black or red. Maybe it could be a white heal spell or something. Who knows? Alrighty, here we go. Yes. Do you want to do this great thing? Of course I do. There should be an absolute clause here. Fill up the hand. Mulligan, what? Never mind. And the plan moving forward, we're just going to drop a hawk, bounce a land, and hopefully we get that turn 4 Battle Screech here. Murder at Karlov. New Pauper cards. Yeah, does anyone know when it's going to be complete? I jumped the gun and made a list because I was just getting antsy as of right now. And then some people are, as the list keeps coming out, they're like, well, how did you know? And I'm like, I didn't. I'm just calling it as right now, but I'll try not to do in the future. But it just seems like that it's been bleeding out, so, pun intended, so slowly and constantly. It seems every day there's new stuff. Okay, so we've really got to watch out for you-know-what, meaning probably a cannonade effect. Probably have 1 or 2 main. I don't know what they're on yet. I hope it's not just Ephemerate. I don't believe so. I think we would have seen the blow up their land package thing here. We'll drop the hawk. Here we go. Looking for that cannonade. If they find it, we're only going to have 1 dude remaining. So I might want to chill out on the Battle Screech flashback plan. I do love me a Squadron Hawk. Just kind of cheat the stuff out there, right? Boop. Okay, I guess we're going to find out if this is it, or if it is, that's an island. Okay, looks like more of a control variant. Yep. Again, that spot's just floating for the blood fountain. Shoot. Talked right through the... Oh my gosh, that's going to cost me. Dang it. I was sitting there going, why did I search for Hawk? And then I clicked right through the Orzhov. Punt number 1. And it's the very first game. This is boding badly. Bloody Chin Chin, Legendary Goblin Blood Rush, Bloodthirst. Boy, I got blood everywhere. Taking a blood bath. Okay. So now they've got the goods here. Well, now, shoot. What do we do here? I think we just attack. I sure wish I had a prismatic. We could just ride this to the end here. We'll go like this. What do we got? We got a cannonade finally. We do not. Oh, that means they have a cannonade. I know this. I know this well. They're doing that so that they can wipe the board here. So that's a change of plans. I don't see any other reason to do it that way unless they have a cannonade effect. So I'm going to change the plans. We're going to use Guardian's Pledge as a defensive koi and go like that. Boy, would we have more options had I played the land correctly. Oh well. Funny thing in pickleball, been feeling awesome. My and I have a little first of so I think I mentioned no it was last week. This lady was talking about sciatica too, which is all better now. I can't even remember what it felt like. It's so cured, but my back's still a little sore from overstretching still. Been taking it easy, and she had a what do you call a THC or something, a gel pen that you could just like rub on anywhere. And she let me try it, and that was about as close to a magic recipe as I've ever felt in my life. I mean, it worked immediately, made me a believer. And then, kind of weird kismet, I've never partaken in any of that pot, whatever you want to call it. And my buddy at Pickleball has this company that makes this beverage that has kind of a little bit of the real stuff in it and I had that for the first time last night, and I didn't have any snoring, or there was just all these just to say I'm a fan. It's growing on me. It's all about your tiger palm. But yeah, I mean, that was like, it felt like I was a real life magic card. It was just, I hate our tempo right now. I just rubbed it on and everything got better. Do I just wait here, guys? I think I'm going to wait again. I can't drop that. I can't truck that. I would really like to have the 2-1 dude that makes 2 guys out. I'm going to chill. I'm going to try to play patient here. Just make them do their thing. Alrighty. Oh, that's an interesting option too. Yikes. All right. Yeah, I can't really do anything about that. I didn't expect that. All right. We'll discard the Screech and I guess a bird. There we go. Playing a little too conservative there. All right. Down that goes. Bum, bum, bum. The Green-Black Massacre. Speaking of, let's see. Yeah, bleeding has stopped. All right. And I considered playing Recruit the Worthy, the flashback one, but, you know, if that gets countered, it sucks. It's usually when you need that kind of stuff. All right. Let's bring out, we'll bring out a lady. I'm sure this stuff's just gone. Get out some cannon fodder here. This might get countered. All right. Thinking that Battle Screech is in the yard. And we'll say no to this time. No. Down comes Basilica. Return the plane. And we could probably raise. We really want Strands to show up here. Don't think I'm going to be doing too much blocking until we get our Screech out. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just take the 5 this time. Boom, boom, boom. Just John. I didn't see him show up replying to... I missed your chat there, Just John. I'm sorry. I was too busy critiquing my misplay there. Woo. All right. We'll just take this. Hopefully they're just sitting on the red Monarch dude and don't want to play it. The superfan cap up for propaganda hype. Must be an old schooler with the old cap ups. I remember that causing so much ruckus. People were like, why are you yelling all the time? It's like, because we're excited about Pauper, damn it. Quit taking things so seriously. All right, so we've got to keep this alone. Let's pull out the Screech. Let's try to pull this off right now. Don't want to play anything else. Just want to stay on offense here. 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. We've got lethal. And now if they've got any sort of echoing shenanigans, we can Village Rites in response. The Basilicas are love-hate relationship. Sometimes I really like them. Other times, no. Okay, we'll do this now. Keep everything alive. Deluxe Coif. Redeemed Wild Growth. Who did that? Mind Stab. Dar. Should have known. Actually, let me see if this is this needs to be over just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, we're alive. All right, blonde or brunette or something other. I can do it the I'll try to do it the break. Woo. Now let's see. Redeemed Wild Growth. Who did? Because I see Mind Stab throw at the propaganda hype. Oh, my choice. Okay, I see. I got it. Well, do we just go for the kill? Let's try to stay alive a little bit more. We'll do that. Just so I've got a little wiggle room here. So again here, I'm going to see if coast is clear, and then we'll play the pledge. I'd really like to see a Strands here. That's why we run 4. Not in the cards. It might be soon. Let's do the thing. See if the coast is clear first. That's lethal unless they've got an answer. They've got an answer. That will be troubling. Okay. What could we draw into? Not too much with the mana base where we have it. So, let's attack first. We're going to need to keep some guys back. We'll mix it up a bit. Problem with our mana right now is we've got to use that black. I guess we could do it in response, but I'd really like to get another Hawk out. Draw now. Well, let me do that. Let me Rites first in case they have Spell Pierce. We'll get rid of, we're going to be able to make more tokens, so I'm going to get rid of this one. I'll draw 2. Okay, what do we have going on here? A Scred for the other one. All right. Not a problem. We're drawing cards. Trying to play around you know what. Well, this is fortunate. We'll do this into the other. More creatures. More life. Boy, is that going to make a difference, right? We can just take this damage if we want to, but I don't want to because we've already seen 2 lightning bolts in their yard. But we will keep these dudes alive. I'll take 5, hopefully losing the bird token. At this stage, we could even lose the veteran. Wouldn't be too bad. Remember, we had that big missed-tempo play, so feels like we could have maybe pulled this one off if we do lose this one, if I had our mana a little bit better. Okay, we'll block here. Not many turns left. Yeah, so I'm going to try to find something that's a little bit of the edible persuasion. Never been a fan of the actual ritual of smoking, but yeah, like this morning, it felt like I feel at like noon when I woke up, like the soreness and, you know, kind of stiffness in my back and stuff. So, like I said, became quite a believer. Really, really like this draw. Let me double check here. We play that. Yeah, and we can do that in response. Not that we're going to win this one, but we can double play some stuff here, which I like. We will gain a life. Might be relevant soon. We'll say no to this. And we'll attack with these guys. Now, to see if it works. Yeah, I don't really like the unicorn plan. I'm not saying it's a bad card. Not about protecting a big old thing. It's just about evasion and getting there with a kabam. It can hang around. There's enough. And that's what I mean. That's why I lost the Judge's Familiar. I wanted to make everybody's day in doing that, but what you gonna do? Yeah, Celestial. There's always a card that's optimal at the moment, right? We will block just in case they have a trick to our trick. First, we're going to play the strands. Careful. Let's use all white. Say blue. Probably meet a counter here. We can always flash it back. Now, if they have any removal, we've got a floating corruption, or corrupted conviction. Doesn't this have a good quote? For those, for the good of all, who stand against harmony, must be cut down. Blue. Oh, do we do the thing? We will wait. Okay. I don't need to use it yet. I'm sure they got some removal. I tried Butter Ghost. It's, I think when it was very first printed, it had a, I don't know, it had, you know, those little aha moments. And I could catch some people sometimes against turn 2, like, oh, what's the one called where you blow up your land and go get a land? It can really slow down some of those decks, but all it takes is just a bit of removal and it's a goner. Okay, I really like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this right now. I'm going to eat one of them to draw a card. Always yield. Not going to be attacking with this dude. So let's bring it back. Doink. We'll do that. Again, holding up for snare effects. Okay. Let's next one of our dudes. See if we can get some more stuff. Alrighty. That's pretty cool. We'll bring this dude out. And I think we'll hold on to this one, maybe. We do have a... let's go Hellbent. I'm feeling reckless. Hiya! Attack! The only flaw with that plan, I should have maybe kept... I couldn't keep back a token. I was going to say if they had some sort of echoing effect, but they've only got the 1 mana, so never mind. I was just being overly critical here. Alrighty, I think we... block blue, call red on the strands here. Hopefully they don't have a cannonade. We really have to be wary of that. But remember, we were down to like 4 or 5 life, I think. Maybe it was 6. And we are the Monarch. Feels like we've got this one. They go all out. Now, went to Strands here, right? Do I Strands now? I think I do. We'll call red right now. I actually want to block with this one, so I'll do this. Call red. Do they got it? They got it. Okay. Well, at least it's on their dime. They're going to get back Monarch. Not too hard to make a brew like that. You just stick the Judge's Familiar in it. Has evasion after all. Okay, they're really after this Monarch. Considering even though it'll die a double block here. One, two, three, four, 5. So if everything lives, we still can't kill them this turn. So I want to double block and get rid of this Monarch. We can bring back our Monarch, do some stuff. I know you got trample, but now you're dead. I'm going to go get a swamp. Power levels have risen. Alrighty. Man, am I getting so nervous for the 49ers game. They did not look good in their last victory. They did it, but it was sloppy. It's like playing with the best deck in Magic and just getting mulligan after mulligan. It was one of those days if you're an American football fan. Alrighty, I like this. Let's drop this. We'll do the thing with the veteran in case stuff dies, which we're sure it will. Gives us yet another flyer. Or does it? Is it another one? Kapow! Alrighty. Let me kill this then. And do it again. Get another flyer out of the deal. Woo! There's the Ministrant. I like you, sir. Remember, it doesn't have flying immediately. It looks like it does, doesn't it? I've attacked a few times and messed up that way. Just been like, oh, here we go. Now, do we do the thing? Do we do the thing or do we wait for the thing? I say we attack. Get him down to 4. I'll just sit on the Village Rites move here. Lots of is it out there? Is that what I'm hearing? Good news. We do pretty good against it. Always yield, please. Be cool if we walk right into... Oh, never mind. I was going to say a Prismatic Strands, but we only have 2 mana up, so... Is it really? We'll sit back. Hopefully we draw something decent. So now, picture best case scenario cannonade, right? And we still have 2 creatures. And we can Village Rites in response. So the deck has... I built it against like the Wrath effects just to be good. So I remember when Ministrant first came out, the one that drew the card got the Overseer or whatever, got all the hype. But see that little come from behind? Looked like we had no chance. Bunch of 6/6s coming at us. URW. All right, what do we want? Well, Lumithread Field is going to be pretty good. Destroy Evil is going to be pretty good. Especially, I really just have to force these in because not even so much for the Serpents because we just block those all day long with tokens. But this is so good against the, the Murmuring Mystic. I remembered it. We'll take out a Blood Fountain even though it might be good late game and we will get to the late game. But we're not too concerned with so much life here. Really want to make some room for the fields. I think that would be good. We might want 1 Arms. I'm overthinking that. We bring in, I'm going to bring in all 3 fields. I'll lose a conviction. I really like, I want to keep in all of my 2-for-1s. This is defense as well. You know what? Sometimes I just get rid of my Hawk package. That usually is the simplest way to roll, but I'm just going to get rid of our wardens for right now. Again, this is our 2 for 1 when it comes to things going sideways, as well as this is a little like 2.5 for 1. So it's like 10 cards that don't care. Cenn's Enlistment and Battle Screech, I guess you could count amongst those. So sorry, I'm completely ignoring the chat. I apologize, everybody. In my own little world today. Good hand. Good. I like seeing that early against Wrath decks. We'll keep this. Yeah. Probably going to want to kill our own Traveler pretty darn quick. I hope I get just one more 1-drop. Be nice if a Veteran shows up right now, Lunarch. That'd probably be the best first turn play. And I could, oh, hey, this got better, didn't it? All right, now I'm not so worried. Boop. I've been playing quite a bit this week. Playing a lot of this. And winning a lot. This has been a nice little successful list. It's like they know what you're doing and they can't really stop you from doing it. It gains enough life to hang in there, you know? All right. I'm not going to come out completely naked because of a Basilica, so I'm just going to sit on this and we'll probably EOT Rites it. We're at least left with a creature in that scenario with which we can corrupt it the next turn and draw 2 more cards. So you got a plan? I hate when they name stuff like that, Slime Against Humanity. It's just like, it's so like freshman creative. It's like, ha ha, you know, just makes you fall out of the universe of Magic. Just, I don't know. It's almost like somebody that doesn't like Magic naming a card, like making fun of us or something, like, you know, darn nerds or whatever they're going to say. Let's do the thing at the end of turn. Bump, bump, bump. I hate the name of it too, Superfan. Okay, I'm going to draw some stuff. Cool. We can refuel our hand. Now, with this scenario, I'm kind of liking this. All right, let's bring out the Veteran. We'll maximize the Hawk and pitch the Strands, I think. I think that's a good call. It's going to go to the yard, which is fine. It'll just come back. Okay, we'll just attack. I don't know why they floated mana. We'll attack with this one. We'll play the Hawk. And we'll have a... I guess they have a counterspell. I don't know what that was. Maybe MTG was messing with them, right? In this case, we will get all of them on purpose. Throw it all back here. Oh, okay. I guess they got mad at that little refill. That's pretty cool. We'll just run on over to the next victim. Creation. Whoop. And go from there. Oh, here we go. I love the capybara. Woo. I already told you guys about my woman's earrings. Got her little capybara earrings. All right. Go away, thingy. Where's my match? I've been noticing this happening a bit. Okay. This is crap. We'll mulligan this. Double check. Yes. Good. We will keep. I guess we get rid of a Barrens. Done. We should technically draw into some more. Since I have rights, I'm going to pass the turn. I'll tell you why, because these things are big targets for removal. And it's not the fastest deck out there, so I like to have the answer with rights if they do have a bolt, so we at least get our cards back. Propaganda. Butterghost asked if you had to play a Pauper 2K tomorrow, what deck would you play? Probably Blackburn. I just got to play what you like. I don't know. This one's been playing pretty darn fun too, though. But yeah, to answer the question. All right. So I guess completely wrong. We're up against probably the most beneficial color. Unless it's, which we don't usually win the first game, I'll tell you that much. I'm going to favor Warden here. Hopefully we draw into a land. Yeah, most green decks get us game 1 because we don't have Hadar. What is this? Is this some graveyard shenanigans or just an honest big list? Looks like Ponza, maybe? Minus the elf play. Okay. Getting paranoid now. There's some pretty good Tortured Existences out there, especially in real life. You know, that can be a hell of a deck. Once you can show the loop. Try to find those lists that MTGO abuses online and you can't play because they're too slow. But Night of the Bone's going to make this a real long game. This looks like the giant sort of list. So we're all about gaining life. Let's see if we can get ahead. Give me a land, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. However, do I just play the Veteran, axe it, and hope for the best? Because I don't want to miss a land drop here. Really want to get that dude out. All right, let me just play the Obligation here. We'll gain a life out of the deal. You'll really want to hit a land here. If I don't, I'm going to Village Rites. Well, first I'll play the Veteran, then I'll Village Rites the Ministrant so that we'll gain a lot of life. And hopefully we'll have enough to stay alive here. Okay, more life for us. This is good times. Happy Pauper Day Akbar. Pauper Akbar. That's another old timer amongst the chats. He's been around almost since the beginning, if I remember right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, cool. I like this play. Or do I? Do I let this go? I think I let this hit me. Normally I would block that, but I want to Village Rites my own dude here. Plus some more guys in his yard. The worse for us. This feels pretty good. We'll do this with another one, and then another one. I'm not even going to attack with this Ministrant. I guess I will, just to see if we can sneak through. A lot of life. Here we go. Get all your triggers in a row. And here we go. It's fun killing your own creatures. It kind of plays like Black Sack. It's like Token Sack. Hey, maybe that's a better... that sounds kind of dirty. Here we go. Let's watch the fun begin. Woo! It's nice when your opponents are playing decks that you can just do your cards. No islands involved. Just, hey, look, everything works. Land, please. No. Okay, well, we're that much closer. We'll be doing attacking stuff next turn. I almost promise. Sack of tokens. Token sack. Yeah, let's come up with a better name than Orzhov Tokens. I mean, that's accurate, but I couldn't come up with much. What do we have here? I gotta pull the trigger a little sooner than later. Dread return math. Here we go. How much we taking? 6. Bonk. That's a good option. Troll's a much better option. All right, so we're obviously going to want Macabre. This is just, what do we call this? I'll say a little graveyard. And then Macabre. Boink. Come on over. Are we getting enough life? We might not even care. Give me a land, please. Really shut the door here. Land. That's pretty good. We'll be needing a blocker, so I might as well do that. We'll have him die. Gain 3 life. Attack! Only for 2. That feels very underwhelming. Man, we Village Rites, and it's really making us pay for that. Didn't I throw back an Ash Barrens? Really need that 4th mana. Oh, well. Oh, let me grab... I'll grab the wig. Hopefully it doesn't get in the coffee to use up the points. There we go. Got to remember that. Doesn't have to be on a break. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. I was like, I usually have it kind of out of reach. So there we go. If you're just tuning in, booyah. Yes, Butter Ghost. Yeah, there's some people in the PCT chat that were just kind of, I don't know, giving me a lot of props for, including this Village Rites pack. And it just seemed like, well, isn't that kind of obvious? Doing a lot of stuff. People pick on a lot of stuff. Get rid of it. Draw some more stuff. Oh, think it's in the realm of even, I don't know. Tell you, I am already nervous for that football game. Cannot stop freaking out. You've only got 6 creatures in the yard. That's good times. Do we make it more? This takes 5. All right, we'll give them another creature in the yard here because I want to make some more creatures ourselves. This will probably get our life total almost back to 37. Doink. Or does it? I wish these did this automatically. I don't want to lose on time here. So we take 1. They're going to sacrifice 3 creatures. There it is. Another troll shows up. That's good news for us. We've got a Strands for an answer if we just kind of draw dead here. We kind of draw dead here. I still don't want to do it, though. I'm just going to keep developing here. We'll do this, which is going to up our probability, thinning our deck with some more cards, getting some more life. We're pretty out of the range, unless he goes crazy with Stinkweed Imp tricks. Do this, refill our hand. Hopefully we draw a damn land. This is getting crazy. Let's gain some life. Probably be a bit longer show today, although we're already on the second game. I shouldn't forecast like that. Sometimes the inevitability of this list will make people quit like our first opponent. You could tell that they had a counter spell that last game and not any sort of removal. Just the way, you know, that little, they accidentally floated it and it was like, sucker. We could technically block and kill a troll next turn, which I think we're going to do. The Prismatic Strands fun. I got to be on the lookout for more crazy headwear for this little 10K contest, especially as summer approaches, which we're getting a little blast of summer this week here in California. It's supposed to start, I think today it's supposed to be in the 70s. It's like, wait, this is almost February? It's pretty crazy. Mask wear, yeah, I've got plenty of masks, but that would muffle my speech. I've got a really cool one from Venice looking at me right over here. My mom, when she visited, she slept here in the studio, and really nice compliment. She said, your house reeks of creativity. She goes, every room, everything's like a one of one. Most of the art in the house is either mine or a friend of mine's or somebody I know or an artist I know. Except for the 2 big ones that I just recently purchased because he's no longer on Earth. And no, he's not an astronaut. Bunch of Dread returns. They're going to have to start getting that stinkweed on the yard just so it can do the thing. To quote Varric. Come on over, sucker. I think I want to block that. Let's block here. Not out of the woods yet. 12 a turn's no joke. I mean, we've got Prismatic next, but it's going to get dicey if we draw our land. Okay, I figured that was coming. A few too many spells in our opponent's yard, you know what I mean? I think they need to go a little bit heavier with creature count, but I'm not quite sure what they're trying to do. So, good old White Weenie gain life. Tuna Star. Yeah, this is Orzhov Tokens. We use the Village Rites and the other one to keep getting our stuff back. We're going to sit tight and hold off on Strands here. Is it worth losing a dude? I think it is. Let's go. Or no, do we just hold back and just kill trolls? I think that's the play. We'll just act like we're very scared of Stinky here. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, can't go wrong calling it White Weenie, that's for sure. Alliteration always wins, it seems like, especially in advertising. Come on, bring out your acorn harvest. Let's get some more life going here. Woo! All right. First we'll call black, and then we'll think about stuff. Boop. No black for you. Bye-bye, trolls. They only have 15 cards. Might be worth... I think they have another Stinkweed Imp in hand. Call black, obviously. 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't do that, but we can kill the imp and a troll. Let's do that. Okay. Not bad for 3 mana, being able to hold in here against 13 on the board. Staying alive. We'll see. Did they think the attack's over with already? Let's go. Time to block. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I might as well block this too. Well, oh, that's a mistake, isn't it? Hold on. These are black tokens, so this isn't going to work. There's a flaw in my plan. Dang, I shouldn't even block. This doesn't even matter. Cancel. Okay, fine. This is just dumb. These are black and white. I'm a dummy. Need one more to kill it. The veteran's help there. Oh well. Well, that'll keep him from attacking next turn with the Ministrant play. All right. Don't really mind that. Anything I block dies anyway, so bloop. They're in real issues of running out of cards here. Okay, I think that's going to be our plan. We'll just, look at that. They got more life than us now. Yeah, we're not going to be doing enough damage. They've got another Gnaw of the Bone. I think this is just stay alive territory. I'm going to prioritize drawing cards and gaining life. Keeping that Strands in the Yard's a good thing. Oh, boy. We want more white creatures. So I'm going to do this, bring out a Hawk. I'll stem the bleeding quite a bit. Let's do that. 13 cards in the yard. Let's do this. I really want to get this guy out and block with him, but I'm after the life gain here. Just trying to maximize stuff. Now we'll have enough white stuff to do stuff and kill stuff and block stuff. You know what I'm saying. Okay, we've already got enough Hawks. We'll say no to this plan. We'll attack with this plan. Yeah, so I don't make the blocking mistake. Yeah, somewhere in here I've got quite a few lands. We're a third through the list and we've only drawn 3 lands. It's kind of weird. They're the right ones though. I do like the land. Boy, I fought that. I was brewing this for over 2 weeks, and most of it was tweaking lands and justifying Judge's Familiar, and in the end, I couldn't do it anymore. All right, time to take down some fools. We shall do, I can't really block Stinky, so let's go. It takes 5 of them. 2, 3. Hello? 3, 4, 5. And just in case he has a trick, we'll do that. Say okay. Call black. Call black. Tapping this. We'll say black. Boink. Yield to the turn. Bye-bye, troll. Stay alive. Stay alive. Okay. Yep, I'm not going to be killing you anytime soon. You got me there. Good grief. How many more of these can we take? We'll just gain some life. I really want to get this guy out, but I'd rather gain 2 life this turn. Or more than that. Let's call it 8, shall we? Getting out of range. Play another Hawk. I don't know where our land's hiding, but we're able to stay alive here enough. I'll do it here and here. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Propaganda. Same time, same place, almost every day of the year. Saturdays, 9 a.m. if you're out this way. PDT. No. As we attack for hideous amounts of life. I don't know why we're attacking anymore. We should probably just drop. Yeah, if we had Celestial Unicorn, it would be bigger, and the Triton would just take it down in one go. or the imp. And we couldn't sit back and block the troll unless we had a lot of help. Okay, we get it. You're gaining life. I'll probably stop attacking now. They've got 10 cards now. 51 life. Should be enough. It is time to start blocking the troll. At this stage of the game, I almost want those veterans to flip because things are going to start dying a lot. Yeah, I considered the Blight Priest. That might be a really good sideboard card if I'm up against forests. Strange play. Just gains me a lot more life. I love that Blight Priest. I go down that brewing path. I always want to protect it, and then I start doing the bodyguard package, and it turns into a different deck. But yeah, there might be a neat little sideboard if you see forests or in a game like this, you know, just start going crazy. I do love an offensive sideboard. They don't think I'm going to block? I'm all about blocking. I ain't going to get there by damage. I got to wear this guy out of cards here. Could clear the skies up if we get rid of that imp too. Be nice if another strand shows up here. What do we got? More creatures for the party. Time to block a bunch of stuff. We'll block 1, 2, 3, and let's do the veteran. 4. And we'll block this guy here. And maybe we'll block this guy here. Again, I'm just buying time here. We take 1. A lot of stuff dies. We're going to have a lot of Death Monarch triggers here. I'm just playing around how they can get us here. Doom Traveler's going to get us some more life. Yep. Doing. Boing. Did I? Oh my gosh. For some reason I thought the troll was a 4. Well, if I lose, that's why. That sucked. Oh, this is cool. Okay, we take 20. And I think their game's over. Boink. Well, I feel better now. The troll died anyway. I think they anticipated me not doing as much blocking as I did. We'll gain some more life here. Oh, do they have another? Do they have another zombie? If they had another zombie, they might be able to take us down. Oh, just the one. Boop. Oh, they're just going to get him back again. Do another 20. That's pretty cool. That's right. It's dead, and then it can target itself. Pretty cool. We weren't gaining so much life. What do we need some more life now. Geez, this is getting crazy. Bonk. Deck, come on. This is really frustrating. We bring back a veteran. Stuff's going to die. I really want to gain the life. Yeah, I guess we just do the veteran move here. I probably should have left Swamp open. Yeah, we're not attacking. We're just yielding through the turn. Let's go. I think they can get us. Do they have enough? Let me look in the yard. There's 1 harvest. Oh, there's another giant there too. Yeah, they might have us here. What a cool comeback. I really thought we had this in the bag. And I was playing too conservative, but that's the only thing that kept us alive here. It's okay, we got Macabres. There's 1 critter. We're gaining life off that, which is a good thing. Now is this when any creature dies, or I think it's just ours, right? Yeah. You control. All right, say goodbye to the imp and the harvest. We gain some more life. They're at, open up graveyard. 21 creatures in their yard. Soon to be 22. Here he comes again. Bonk. Woo! Does 3 mana get there? I don't know. Don't think. If we got a land here, maybe we can do something. Yeah, we're not going to be getting 20 life. We need a Strands. Come on, Strands. Or even a Village Rites or something to do stuff with, right? Yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough. We can try it. We'll waste some time here. Bloop. Bringing stuff back. Let's make it these, this, and this. And hope we get it. Yes, yes, yes. Needed a Strands there. Let's see. Do they have any other? Yeah, they've got. Or do they? They can't bring back. Oh, they've got the scrapwork. But yeah, they can kill us here. Nicely done. We'll let them show it. Scrapwork Mutt's in there. They sack it, bring back the giant. This is probably going to be a concession if they know who I am, because they're going to know I've got Macabre, and then this game is just kind of over. But it's a nice first game win. Dread Return. I don't believe they do it. Let me see. Do I see another Dread Return? Oh, I don't. I might have one in hand, though. Gosh, there's only one card left in their hand. Or in their deck, I should say. 3 in their hand. Sorry for the car alarm outside. Can anyone hear that? It's not too loud. I'm just curious how... Oh, now it's gone. I'll have to listen back and see if I can hear that in the distance. Microphone technology is pretty fun. I don't think they have it because of this hesitation here. They're probably like cursing like, oh my god, I've got 3 cards left and one of them's a Dread Return. This luck sack. Prismatic, please. We'll do this just to gain life. Not enough. Feeling very nervous. Okay, well, eke that one out. All right, Macabre, come on in. I'll wait to see if they have any sort of hatred. This is useless. Yep, I told you that was going to happen. All those people just run for the hills when Macabre comes out. But we did win that one, so we'll call it that and see who the next victim is. I do need some coffee here. We've got some commercial breaks. I think I'm going to be playing the Offensive Ghost of St. Gaft, or whatever the card is. It's from a Conan O'Brien skit. And this guy comes out and sings all these sexist and, just old-timey songs that are crazy offensive. And it's a pretty funny little series that they did. There's 3 of them that go through it. So, yeah. All right, while we're waiting, let's go over and look at our list here for people that may be joining us a little bit late. So this is White Weenie galore with a lot of kind of Soul Sisters package, but the big difference is we're running 4 and 4 of these. And that way we're also able to stay in the race with Ministrants and Doom Travelers, things like Cenn's Enlistment. Even the Veteran comes back. I considered running 1 of the Embalm Cat here. A little bit more life, and then kind of staying on theme with that. But hopefully today you'll see, I think we saw that in the first game, when the board gets wiped, you're still left over with 2/2s. And if that doesn't happen, you just mop them up yourself, get 2/2 flyers and draw 2 cards and keep moving. Pauper again. By the way, it's been a little over an hour playing a movie again in our movie house. Oh, very cool. You have to leave in a little over an hour. Don't worry about it, man. If we ever come and visit you up there, I gotta see this theater you're always talking about. Judge decks usually win turn 1, and then they hope to win one of the next 2 games. That's a good point, Mind Stab. Yeah, can't really get too mad at them for leaving. I always think it's because they think the hatred's coming, but boy, tell you, I know I misplayed a land or two there, but I don't think I misplayed underestimating how hard that deck can hit. I mean, didn't we get to 1 life on that game? That was crazy. Crazy, I say. Well, you know what? I'm going to cancel this real quick and roll to a commercial, get some more coffee, and I'll be back right after. We'll watch some Conan here.
Here's a little ditty I wrote back in 1933. President Roosevelt was pretty popular back then, and I wrote this little tune about him. Oh, they say that Roosevelt is quite a guy, but I say he's a no-good commie spy. It's clear we've all been had. He reports to Stalingrad, so let's find the tallest tree and hang him high. Lynchity Prez.
Wait a minute. Lynchity Prez? What a horrible song.
Oh, too heartwarming, eh?
Heartwarming? You accused President Roosevelt of being a communist? Americans must have hated you for that.
Well, things cooled down after they threw me down a mine shaft.
Oh.
Let's change the subject, pal. How about a sweet little song I used to sing for all the ladies?
A song for the ladies. That sounds great. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, here you go. Oh, women should be seen but never heard. We should gag them if they ever say a word. And if they claim that it's unfair, we'll just trap them in a snare and lock them in a cage just like a bird. Prison-y gal.
It's terrible.
And we're back. Alrighty. You know, I buried the lead when I started the show with my cut chin right before missing a little shaving nick there. I should have said I bleed for Pauper. Alright. Let's keep this. If I see mountain, this is going to get really frustrating. Good. Meaning that if I drop Warden and it gets stung, sometimes you want to wait till you can Village Rites it, but then you can play a little too passive that way, but we got the pledge in hand. Hopefully this... Is this who we just played? I can't remember their username. Yeah. Pretty tough. You get a classic like Wonka and then try to repeat it. I know, although I've heard the new one's like a musical and it's about the beginnings. It's not like a Wonka remake, but yeah, the original one's pretty cool. I do have the little Screw Flood song lined up here. Could run to that. My little take on that. All right. Double Forest suggests this is somebody new. Where did I put that? Not in here. Okay. Well, I guess we don't really have a choice, do we? Let's do the thing in case they have some weird instant creature trick. Green does have a few options. We'll go like this. Yield here. Do the thing here. And go get some birdies. Yes. Boop, boop, boom. Boy, sometimes these years on cards will really get to you. Should I grab all of them? Usually I like to pitch Strands into the yard here. I'm going to. That's fine by me. I don't mind throwing Strands in the yard. I'm not going to be casting it anytime soon. And there's nothing that feels worse than getting 2 Hawks and then drawing one. Sometimes it's called for, but not this time. Just making sure. All right, let's pitch. Another reason to maybe run the cat. You could pitch that too and bring it back. I hope no hairs get in my coffee. It was a couple weeks ago I had this wig on and I was like, ugh, blonde hair in my coffee. What on earth is this? We will stick with it because we are about creativity here. Trying not to judge. This does look like a very suspect card though. Neat little training dummy in the background here. It does have reach. Training. When it attacks with another creature, put a +1 counter on it. Okay. Well, he's going to have a hard time getting through this. Note to self, don't attack into that. It does have reach. I need to focus on that. Take a little picture with my brain. Make sure I remember it. All right. Well, we're not attacking. I think I'm just going to bring out this Sacrificial Obligant. Man, that looks like it has flying. Am I alone? Telling you, twice in the last week I've attacked with this thinking it had flying. I was sorely mistaken. We get enough creatures out that Strands might be a nice little surprise removal if he starts attacking with the Apprentice. No attackies, unless we've got Guardian's Pledge. This will end in a Guardian's Pledge or a Fog. Weenie's one of my favorite styles to play. Like that cumulative investment. As long as you don't get wrathed. We saw that game one. Didn't help him any. Death Touch, the Gardener. Showing up. Yeah, we really got to think twice before attacking into this. Good thing we've got Strands. Unless you're up against a Proliferate Infect or something, it's a pretty darn awesome card. Okay. No offense to our opponent, but I think they're on a pretty kind of a freshman brew here. Maybe they don't have access to a lot of cards, or they're trying something new. Let's hold judgment. Oh, what am I doing? I should have blocked. Oh, well. We'll draw some cards out of the deal. Yeah, with 4 Prismatic main, and a lot of our creatures, when they die, they make more than they are, like this Ministrant. You know, if a Wrath happens now, we just get two flying creatures out of the deal and only be down 1 card. A little idea bubble happened when I saw that card. I'm like, oh yeah. It's like, what? I still haven't brewed with this. And I was like, well, that ends now. Ministrant of Obligation. When the price of your sin comes due, the Church of Deals is there to collect. Dreamer Stingo. Love it. All right. Yeah, they're lulling me to sleep now. I don't know what's going on. Let's go, dude. I'm going to give them to the 21. I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, okay. They woke up. Boop. Alrighty. Shall we attack? Let's attack. We'll do that. He wants to block the Afterlife. That's cool with me. I think we're just going to roll this back with another Ministrant play. Cool. Gain 2 life back. I could Strands here. Don't want to. We could either double bird here, but I like the draw ability here. Let's fill up our hand. Maybe find the finishing touches of a kill card here. We've already got Guardian's Pledge, so. I went on the biggest land hunt the other night, almost feeling guilty because I've really settled down on my favorite basics. I'm sure you've all seen them. It's been like 2 years, before, you know, outside of a snow-covered play here or there. I tend to keep it the same, and I was like, oh man, I got to see it, and I couldn't find any I like as much. So if you want variety, this isn't the show for you. I had somebody threaten on YouTube, like they said something like, you know, I can't believe you said blankety blank, you know, I'm going to, say it again, I'm going to unsub. And those little hollow threats of like, it's so juvenile. It's like, I just told them, I was like, this probably isn't the show for you. And funny enough, they stuck around and didn't have anything else to say. It's like they were waiting for that reactionary, like, you know, oh, I'm sorry. Can I grovel for your sub? Not here. I'm not built like that. Okay, I didn't even read this. I'm getting really cocky here. Apologies. Put a +1 counter. So he's kind of going all in on this dude. So if we do bring in anything, we'll do the what do you call? Well, I've already got Prismatic Strands. I don't even think it's worthy of bringing in much removal here. Let's yield this, gain some life. I think we just win here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Nope, not yet. You don't like, yeah, you know what, Mind Stab, it might have been something like that. I think there was one that was like, I can't believe you're burning magic cards, when it was like that starving kids in Africa argument. Like, there's people all over the world that need, it's just like, oh God, enough of the sob story. Get over yourself. Just trying to have fun here. It's like, I don't have as many subs as a lot of the big timers out there, but I love the quality of our people. I love all the ones that have hung out and stayed the course. All right, we'll bring out some more life. I guess we could just attack here. Just go for it, right? Keep back conviction. Again, I'm just going to do this real time. Bloop. Say hello. Attack. Association of the Advancement of Chittering Rats. Yes. That is not something that would get my funding, for sure. Let's do the thing. We'll just play this defensively here. I mean, I could axe our own creature, but I'll just do this to show him it's fruitless. Put him in a little pinch here. It's like, do you want to attack? Now you're at 3. It's getting really, really big. With those stats, it feels like it's one of those initiative cards, right? Does have vigilance. You might as well attack, right? That's funny. Do we just want to draw some cards here? This seems like bordering on jerk move if I convict at the end of turn, but I mean, it's the right play. Let's do it with we'll get rid of a warden. Watch, they come all the way back on that. It's like a crucial misplay, but yeah, now we drew some good stuff here. Our land's right. We've already got a Strands in hand. We'll play this out. We'll just do the thing now. See if it works. Pledge. I mean, we don't really need to do that. Yeah, this might be a bit of a misplay if they've got any sort of fog effect, right? Let's bring these guys in. I can always Strands myself. Do they take it and die, or do they fog us? I got a fog effect? Sometimes you have to dunk on them. All right, let's see if they stick around. I sure will. We could bring in Destroy Evil. They might have some weird enchantment thing going down. Don't think we're going to need the Fountain. I'm always getting rid of. I didn't see too many creatures, and we're not doing too much hard hitting. This is probably overkill. But, you know, maybe we saw the worst part of their deck and it's the next big thing. You know, you don't want to underestimate them. I doubt it. I think the percentage is about 2. There could be something there. Maybe there's some combo card and, you know, kind of build it all up, protect it with Vines of Vastwood, and it maybe like last week, it attacks with toughness, right? I think that thing was at 8 when it died, or 7, or when he died. Whatever. We all identify as wizards here. Woo! Love the pledge. A lot of Anthem effects in Pauper. All right. There we go. Good. I was afraid that was going to take a while. I just got this one part of my... I want to clone so that I can pick myself up and crack my back. I don't do the typical from behind. I can really crack people's backs effectively just standing like in a hug position. And it sounds weird, but it's super, super effective. My brothers love it. It's like going to the chiropractor. I just roll it right up. It's like a reversal of a jiu-jitsu move. Let's see. This is such a slow hand. We'll keep it. I'm just... Like last week, I think I mentioned that just when a cat's just got like a little half-dead bird and they're just batting it around. It's like, yeah, we'll get there. I know that. Reverse the stats. In fact, you're dead. Be like, no. Where's our Prismatic Strands now? What's that Orzhov card that's in Modern a lot? The Lingering Souls. Yeah, this is like a Lingering Souls Pauper list. I have to laugh though. There's been a flea market booth. There's a gaming store. Oh, Pangolin Wrangler, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Wow. 450. 5-stream streak. Good to have you with us, my friend. I think that could be downshifted, Lingering Souls. I think everything should be downshifted. Make every card Pauper, right? I'd ruin Magic. Woo! Love the banter, creativity, and good gamesmanship. We love you for saying so. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. I can never tell with these. I always assume it's a guy just because, you know, it's just how the numbers work. I mean, if your life depended on it and you had to guess who you're playing across from, unless their moniker said Mr. or Mrs., I think you'd be kind of foolish to. It's probably like a 70 or 80%, I would imagine. I haven't looked at any stats. And Time Twister is a common. Yeah, this is a clogged hand for sure. We'll bounce this, pitch Strands, and we'll start playing Magic next turn. It's like as slow as it could have started. I think there's a little bit of me that this is the kind of draw, you know, it might give your opponent a fighting chance. So I think we're either against a new player or maybe they just don't have the cards. And I don't want to scare them off or nothing worse than that. You know, sometimes I'll dip my toe back into Modern with a list or two that I have from days of old. And if it does well, then I catch myself playing a few more games. But if I just get killed in like 2 turns, I'm like, yeah, kind of. Actually, I'm not like that at all. Then I'm like, oh, how can I make this work? But most people are that way is what I'm trying to say. I have never seen that. Bomb Buns. New trade-in Pauper points, 10,000. Let Deluxe change his basics and the ones of your choice for the rest of the show. That would take some work. And I don't really have all the options there. Boy, this is clunky. Do I think let me do this. We'll play out a Veteran. We'll use the mana to cycle the Barrens. I've already got a Swamp in hand, so what we need now is a basic here. Get a plane, play the plane, and just do a whole lot of nothing. Dang it. Oh, we can at least kill that thing with the Prismatic. I don't know if that's going to be a worthy option. All right. Good news is we're going to be able to Village Rite the Ministrant, which is our favorite play of all time. Nope, I take that back. If we have 30 tokens out and it gets Echoing Truth and we Village Rites the target in response, that's the best play that we always want. Could be, could be. It seems like it. I want to keep the ideas coming in, Chimpskey, but that one seems like it would really slow down the show. But I might be wrong. We want to try it. How about this? You get 10,000, and we can try your thing out. You can switch up basics. But or make me play with white border. That would be really painful for me. I shouldn't have said that. He says, I've got the points. Yeah, I got to be careful with my mods. They're always here, so it's they can run up the tab real quick. All right, let's play this. I'll drop out the Ministrant of Obligation. It's just fun to say that. Strange style. Tale of Master Cicero. I'm sure I said that wrong. Just in case they attack, we can block sack. It's another neat way this deck has. Anytime you can kill your own stuff in response to life gain, it's always a good time. Made Age Co. 5th edition. Basics coming in. Yeah, I would not have fun on that stream. Maybe I should make it for like 3 times that amount, like the ultimate, like you have to watch for a year to make me play with white borders. There's seriously like one thing I would change in Magic's history. It would probably be that, like almost top of the list. Like and make artifacts look like artifacts used to. That'd be number 2. But number 1, no white borders. Number 2, artifacts got to look like artifacts. Go back to the Maraudin block when all the shenanigans started. Yes, I'm that old. I remember. Back when Wizards Mothership had good articles to read. Wow. I don't even know what Daybound does. My son does. I think that Strands might come in handy. To me, white borders look like, imagine how distracting it would be if they were rainbows and animated. That's how much it bugs me. All right, so we'll do this. Take no damage. Kill our dude, get 2 creatures and 2 life out of the deal. This is getting a little scary over here. Has vigilance. Got to make sure, read the stats, make sure they don't have reach, as the last one did. That's the other one in Chimpskey. That'd be on my list too. I wouldn't. I'd go, and then I'd stop morph, and right after that, no planeswalkers. Wait, that's 4 wishes. Aren't we doing the whole genie 3 wishes thing? Borders, artifacts are artifacts. Yeah, maybe planeswalkers. It's tough with morph though. Morph is so terrible. What a clunky mechanic. Or dinosaurs. I don't like dinosaurs in this game. Okay. Well, look at this. We can do the thing. That's kind of fun, right? Let's get rid of them. It's like, hey, look at us. We're interactive and stuff. We'll just play this. Do we do it? Yeah, we'll do it. Destroy evil. Well, wait a minute. Let's cancel that. What does this do? When it's all done, it turns into this 5/5 Vigilance Haste. Maybe we should save our dude for that, huh? That's happening next turn. Yeah, we'll just do that. Let's play this out. I could Squadron Hawk 2. Ooh, that's tempting. I like my guys to die. Let's do that. We'll do the Hawk plan next turn. Yeah, I saw a few of those Butter Ghosts. I do like the new Theremin Inspector. That art is so much better. Boop, boop, boom. Coming over for 2. Please have read everything. I'm not a fan of these either. Or it's not that bad. It's just the composition in total. Gold border. Black's just so elegant. Keep it black. Keep the creativity for the art and the cards, not the frame. Met some editors over the years where they have all these creative file names and then their edits aren't that creative. I'm like, you might want to save that for the edit. Black frames matter. Time to kill that thing with haste. Doo-dah. I guess we can double block, call green on Strands, and then end of turn, zap it. That might be the best way to make sure we stay alive. Apple has this new Masters of the Air show about World War I pilots. It's pretty good. I'm not going to say go out and watch it right away, but beautifully composed, though. I mean, it's every frame of that looks like a painting. Whoever the director of photography was should win an award. What is this doing here? This, okay, now if I get 7 wishes, this would be on there too. This day-night stuff, that was so, ugh. I'm sure there's a lot of smarter people out there that are rules gurus. To me, it just slowed down and confused the game. I'm all for a complicated card, but when the concept is just, you got to go so deep to explain it and stuff, it's just silly. 4 mana to kill my creature with flying. Okay. Our opponent really needs to watch more propaganda. Hopefully they do. Is he going to come over with the set? First of all, we can't kill anything, so let's do this. We're going to throw another one in the yard next turn. Call green. Our opponent's probably like, that is the most OP card I've ever seen, and they're right. Kill that. And just like that, we take no damage. Oh, yeah, very good point made, Cope. That's, yeah. I think that's coming to an end, isn't it? I think they officially, like, slowed their roll this next one coming forward. I remember reading something about that. Yeah. You would think that Christmas every month is a good thing, but it isn't. All right, let's get some Hawks before we draw anymore. It's just tragic when that happens. Yeah. I think this one right now, the Mansion Murders or whatever it's called, does feel like the old cycle where it's like, okay, it's been a while in a good way. I mean, look at this. I'm playing the Ministrant. When was this set? I don't even know what that symbol is. I forget. I'm not good at that stuff. Is this some kind of BW tokens? It is, Dr. Comrade. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Yeah, we use Village Rites and the Corrupted Conviction for an 8-draw engine, and then we're using cards like this Ministrant so we can target it ourselves, or we can outlive a Wrath effect with at least a few flyers left behind, and things like the Doom Traveler, but it pays double duty because we can Village Rites the stuff if we're not up against like red or sweepers and such. So right now we're looking for Hawks. Torvis! I always wonder what you'd look like with hair. Yeah, if you look at our little... what do you call contests with the points? This is the big one where you got to spend 10,000 to make me wear a wig. Yes. Always wonder what you look like with hair. I was not expecting Boris Johnson or Trump. Trump alike. I'll do my little, I have Hawks. I have the best Hawks. Let's bring out this dude. I kind of want to shut the door here. We're not gaining all that much life here, but I can just block this with the Ministrant. So I'll play out the Hawk here. We'll sit back on Strands. Bloop. At least this way I don't blind my viewers with the Chrome Dome. Yeah, it was so fun playing pickleball this last 2 times and not worrying at all that my body was going to betray me. Boy, my wife is really getting good, though. She's been taking all kinds of lessons and such, and it's really paying off. No. Let's do that. Neat to see. Only attacking for 1? This isn't any fun. Billions and billions of... My favorite with Trump is when... I just love the hyperbole of just, I use words, I have the best words. It's just love that. So funny the way, almost charming how crazy it is. Caw. I do love his war policies, though, how he doesn't want to be Mr. Be in every country and do stuff, but that's the libertarian in me. All right, here we go. Tales of Master Shiro. I'll say it quickly and confidently like I know what I'm doing, but I do not. All right, time for a Ministrant block. Maybe our opponent is learning the benefits of evasion and the frustration of a ground crew that can't get through. I wish I had a Village Rites for our Ministrant right now, but I don't. I'll just attack with it. I'm sure I'll die. All right, enough of this stuff. Let's cycle this. I guess we could get another swamp at this stage. Nah, we'll get a plane. Almost charming. I do find it funny, especially here in the States, boy. People, you can find something that they love and then put it in his hands and have him hand it to it, and then they will just hate it from then on out. It's just, that was pretty crazy to watch happen. Let's go. I'll do this. I'll do a offensive Prismatic Strands here to keep things alive, unless he blocks the way I want. I guess the way I want is their only option because we've only got 2 ground crews. Good point, Mindstab. Come on, opponent. What you got? 1 man of any color? You gonna fog me? He's like, what's the trick? I think we did the anthem trick to him last game. It's all running together. Can't quite remember. Oh, there's a W. Better write this down. We'll be 3-0 after this with an asterisk. Can't really count this one. Yeah, many ticks. Okay, I'm going to give him to the 9 mark here. I don't know why our opponent's MIA all of a sudden. I just found out what Wilco means. It means will comply. I didn't know that. I did at one point, and then I forgot it, and I was watching that World War plane movie, and it was like, Roger Wilco, and I'm like, that just sounds cool. I want to say that. I'm like, what does it mean? And it's like, will comply. Oh, there's a band called it? I didn't know that. Okay, we're out of here, guy. It's been fun. I hope you watch Propaganda and learn about evasion. We're off to the next opponent. Beep, beep, beep. Ha! Go over the list here. People joining us a little late, or mid-late, whatever you want to call it. So, we've got an opponent coming up. Let's see if we can... Yeah, we'll do this. Shingul, I've played many times. Pretty late game hand, but our mana's right, so I'll keep it. I hope some interactivity, just more creatures show up. We've got a pretty heavy trick hand here. Of course, if we see a mountain drop, this is a pretty good hand for it. That would be weird, Dreamer Stango. That's a good point. Or like something out of Black Mirror. You're playing somebody on a tabletop and they just totally freeze up. It's like, wait, what? Really want a Village Rites draw here or another creature. So I don't think that Soul Warden's long for this world. Creature. Well, I got one of the two. Let's go. Maybe I'll get some cards out of the deal. We get to that 3rd mana. This is a Screech turn if there ever was one. I don't want to have to corrupt our own Soul Warden, but I will. Be right back after checking the laundry. Okay. Is it going to live? It will live? I would have bet against that. We've got Guardian's Pledge. It's both defensive and offensive. We can survive a Wrath, and a lot of our creatures survive too. Being that we've got a lot of, like, in one case, 2-for-1s. On the offensive side, the Ministrant of Obligation. When it dies, it makes 2/2 flyers, and our Doomed Traveler do the same. So sometimes the Prismatic Strands of the Pledge isn't there. Game 1, Game 2, and 3, we have Lumithread Field. I really need to draw some cards here. I'm so tempted to... I almost want the Warden to die here so I can draw some cards. Yeah, there's the link. You can just download it right there. And is this the... What's going on here? Did not think I would see 2 rogue green decks. This isn't the same player. This is very strange. Somebody have a challenge out there to make a Daybound Reach deck? This is 2 in a row. I apologize. It's usually not, but the combination of it, Dreamer Stango, with Strand. I mean, we've got, what is that going to be like? I mean, if you count the flashback of that, you know, that's 16 cards that can help us. Only takes 1 Strands, and then you slowly build up your ability. Okay. We're not going to be attacking into the Reach. Alrighty, I don't mind this at all. We'll do the thing. Sit back. Troll crashed the show. Could be. Got the old school Royal Assassin for the avatar there. I remember when that card was close to like 15 or 20 tickets. God, I sold them like crazy. I'm like, this is not going to last or do well. Do we take 3 or do we just let the thing go? I think we block here. I'd really like to draw the cards, but we can still do it if we want to nail one of our own tokens here. We'll gain 2 life instead. Here we go. Gaining life. Of course, now if they have a sweeper, I'm really screwed. So this isn't in the yard yet. All right. There's our single copy of Blood Fountain. Let's attack. Hopefully they don't have a trick. We've got strands just in case they do. We could take half their life right now. Maybe we will. All right, Flash enters the battlefield. It gets 2-0 and has Vigilance. Okay, that doesn't make it untap, though, I don't think. Let's see what happens. Oh, untap that creature as the hunt happens. Okay. Well, that kind of blows. What shall we do here? It will untap. They got their little aha moment. Do we just... Well, I've got a Strands effect. I don't really like the tempo loss. We might just want to convict the... it's obviously going to block the Warden here. Oh, patient daylight, night and day in Pauper. Yeah, it's a weird one today. We've run up against this a few times. I'm gonna just Strands here. I could consider that, but we'll call green. Boop, boop, boop. Really thought that was going to be a cannonade or something, but why on earth was that? First time chatter. Okay, paste and bin. Woo. Not a fan of the solitary blood fountain whenever I draw it. I don't like seeing it. So that's got to change. Blood fountain out. It's funny, Cenn's Enlistment versus the buyback one. I forget what it's called. Wow, that's really hitting hard. You know, against counter spells, Cenn's Enlistment is just so good. It just keeps coming back with all the extra lands in your deck. But the other one, Recruit the Worthy, I think it is, you know, good against non-counter spell decks. Just keep doing it end of turn. But it didn't make the cut. I think I'm just going to replace it with Sacred Cat. Okay, well, we got to keep some dude back here because our life total is getting perilous. That has Trample, so we'll probably call green, and it does have Reach, so we're done attacking. Yeah. Actually, I need to hit lands now, so I think it might be a better play here to just sack one of our tokens now. Probably block with the other one. Call red. Yes. Oh, boy. Glad we did that. Okay, point. Gain some more life. Nice Mind Step throw. Yeah, I've been playing almost since the beginning myself. Boy, that was a loud truck. Almost never regret seeing Prismatic Strands. Yeah, I think I'm going to just call in one extra cat, you know, for the blood fountain. That would be nice. All right, what's the deal here? He's got a 3/2 trample, so we'll block that, call red, and let this one through, I guess. Let's do that. We'll block, 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 block. In case he's got some removal in response. Let's try to get rid of that now. Okay, we'll call red. Dr. Comrade 2014 is when they started. Come on now. My nephew's visiting for the weekend. He's only got here Wednesday night, and he's only going to be back Sunday night because he's here for the NAMM convention, the big old guitar show. Any of you have watched our community tab? I know I showed him off once or twice. What do we have here? Okay, well, let's do this. He's very into this Howl of the Hunt. Flash. Any card with flash is good. Red. Yield to the turn. No, I should have blocked even more. Darn it. Boop. Land, please. Good grief. Oh, what is happening here? That's Village Rites, the Doomed Traveler. We're not attacking into this pile. Might as well gain some life. Propaganda. Seeing ads even though I'm subbed. Did something change recently? You mean here on Twitch? I didn't change a thing. Where's our land? I'd like that to change. Good grief. Yeah, maybe I know Twitch had a lot of layoffs. Maybe they changed their model or something. But that's weird that it's not happening to other streamers. But yeah, I rarely tinker, and I'm getting a little worried here. We do have a Strands in hand. I'm going to need to discard it. Need all the help I can get here. We don't like have the Journey to Nowhere. This would be over then. So we'll bring in the what do you call Destroy Evil. They'll seem to do a lot of legwork in this style. Gain some life here. This is good. I think you just mean ads when you show up. Is that what you're talking about, Delphi Guru? If I remember right, the few times I watch Twitch, I see ads too, but I don't know if I got all the Prime stuff primed and ready or what. Why aren't you attacking with both? Some sort of trick incoming here? You go for it. I should probably start blocking it eventually, but we do have to win at some point. He just had green and black massacre. In the white borders. Okay. I don't really mind this too much because we can dump Strands, but good grief. What shall we do? What shall we do? Let me convict again. I'll kill this because I like the art on this one better. Maybe not. It's a close call. Can we draw some cards that have the word basic land in them, please? Watch it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. It was going to give me this crap. It's like, here's your land. Wait another turn. There's only 2 on the deck, and we'll give it to you right now. Drat. Oh, to hawk or not to hawk? I think it's not to hawk. We'll bring out the Traveler, because I don't mind if he dies. And I guess I don't want to lose Screech here. I guess we'll throw out, you know what, Prismatic. So now our Blood Fountain can technically bring back like double Ministrants of Obligation. So it might not be the worst card. Yeah, I know. I got to discard stuff. Cenn's Enlistment's a very fine option too. Let's do that. Oppenheimer was a doomed fellow traveler. It's almost like Twitch doesn't think I'm subbed to propaganda. Yeah, that's strange. I would just hit up the powers that be. I'm not sure what to tell you, my friend, other than sorry that happened. Boom. Yeah, all the tech sectors, everybody's laying off like crazy. There's a bit of a scare happening at my neck of the woods. I'm not safe. Okay, we'll block here. I think Paramount in general is laying off something between 800 and 1,000 people. I'm just like, oh boy, I hope I survive that. Otherwise, I'll have a lot more commercials I have time for to make for y'all. All right. Our lands have been achieved. Let's make a lot of birds. Woo! And some more. And another thing. Woo! Blood Fountain now? Nah, I'd rather Strands. Doesn't mean, because we're seeing all rogue cards, doesn't mean they're not playing good ones like Cannonade. So that might have been a misplay. We have no, this would be a true Wrath effect because we don't have any of our Ministrants or Doom Travelers out. But until they show me it, I play a little reckless and Village Rites all the time. Torvis with the Boros comment. You will keep track of night and day, even though there aren't any more daybound creatures in play, and you will like it. Dr. Calmrad. Yeah, I think if somebody forced me at gunpoint to describe the night-day mechanic, I would probably not live. Wow. All right, so one's got trample, a few don't. Do we have the kill? 5, 8, 9, 15. That's half our life. Let's block something silly. I think I'm just going to block there. This is a... We'll probably take quite a bit of damage here. I can just Village Rites it here. It doesn't have trample, right? Oh, okay. Let's do the thing. Tell you, one of the old cards I like was Ankh of Mishra. I used to always brew with that back before there were even formats. Transform! Creatures you control gain trample. Okay, well, I'm going to Village Rites here. That's going to really hurt us, though. Bloop. We'll yield through this. Hopefully we're alive. All right, there's another Ministrant. I think we're going to keep up Strands out of necessity here. This is going to hurt. 2 of our creatures will die if we go all in, and we're only going to do 9 there. Wow, look at this. I'm happy where this is a similar list that's actually doing quite a bit of damage here. That was nice. Definitely, and my thoughts exactly. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, can we do the thing? 1, 2, 3. We cannot. If I have to keep Strands up, that's a bit of a bummer, which I do believe I want to do. Indubitably. So let's do this in case they have some weird sort of land destruction spell. I'll keep Strands up, and I guess I'll be wanting to block with this. And once it dies, we'll do the thing. Right? Yeah. I'll just chill out. Probably call green here. I think we'll have enough to kill him with that, even with the blockers in tow. Sometimes you can double pledge. That's a pretty brutal turn. It's like everything gets a groundswell. All right. They're coming in with 1 thing, 2 things. If this is all it is, okay, 3 things. Dun, 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 dun. Do I trade the 4th thing here? Let me do this, 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 and what does it transform into? 5, 4. Does this have any sort of trips? No. 1 more. Boink. See, okay. I think I'll call red. Looks like we're taking quite a bit here. I'll call red. That makes it pretty easy. Unless they've got a cannonade now. Bloop. We'll wait on that. See if they want to really overextend their green here. I'll do it. Let's stay nice and healthy, shall we? Green. You. Bloop. The power of Prismatic Strands. Knows no ends. Rancor. Yikes. All right, what has reach? This doesn't. These 2 do. Attack with all of our flyers. 3. Let's go. 3, 6, 9 is all we can do. So we should gain some life. That's. So you're saying there's a chance. Let's do that. 2, 3, 4. We'll make this happen. We're not attacking here, so we'll do it with these. I will block with this next turn. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they had a chance there. I was getting a little worried. We're already to our last match under 2 hours. I really thought this was going to be like a go past noon deck. Maybe we still have that coming. All right. If we do run into a green rogue deck again, I promise we won't finish the game out. I want to show you guys a little bit more competitive matchups. Let's say yes to this. Bring this back in. Where are mulligan in this? Double check. Yep. Is that what we mulled to? Yuck. Well, we do have a... Got a triple thing here. Oh, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to probably live to regret this. Do we keep our off-colored thing? That'll get us back in the game. Let's get rid of pledge, actually. Done. All right. Let's see what we can see. Lead off with this. Hopefully, Orzhov shows up, or big chancy keep here. Don't want to really double mulligan. Okay. Basic swamp would be very timely. Hey, look at that. It's kind of like I know what I'm doing. Squadron Hawk's an interesting play, but let's get the groundwork going. Start the life clock go. Boop-a-doo. So even here, if we get wrathed, we'd be left with 1.5 creatures. We could just bring this back from the yard. So sort of value town. Boy, if we just top deck a swamp here, this is just my day, right? I'll go get a lottery card or something. Cleansing Wildfire. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. Yeah, this is the only time when a Judge's Familiar I found was optimal against this style in the Cleansing Wildfire list, because they want that turn 2 explosion and they got to wait till turn 3 and kind of play around it and stuff. But, usually game 2, it's just end of turn lightning bolt and then it just was nothing. But you could argue that's one less bolt to your head, right? There's the play. I wish they targeted us. We could go get the swamp and feel a little safer here. Yeah, a Mardu action. Good call, Mindstab. All right, let's refill our hand. Double mulligan. Fixed by the Hawk. Love me some Squadron Hawk. Yes. I had Shrivel played on me the other day. I was like, boy, I haven't seen that card in a while. Used to be the go-to before Suffocating Fumes became the very obvious choice. And before that, Dry Spell from Homelands. How do I know that? Because I opened about 1 million of them. And probably one of the worst financial decisions I ever made after Ice Age. I went all in on Homelands. Got 2 boxes back when I couldn't afford it. And paid the price. Whoa, sorry for bothering you. I want to know. Oh, I see. One of those things, eh? Well, let's put an end to that, mods. Are our creatures safe? What is doomed? Oh, that's a good card against us. Bonk. We'll get back the veteran, though. It's kind of good, though. It suggests that they don't have a sweeper. That'll hurt a little bit. We care about our yard a little bit. Thank you for that. And that's why I have mods, for many reasons, but any of you have links and that sort of thing, same goes. All right, let's bring out a Hawk and play a Basilica and go from there. Sometimes these are here because of the retrace and to fix the mana and stuff, but boy, they cause some clunky draws sometimes. So often I want to use the Village Rites, and I don't want to use that extra mana. Or I want it to be untapped or have one for like a Strands effect, Okay. Her mana's right. We'll probably write our own Doomed Traveler EOT. Drop a Hawk. First time you've done it? Yeah, that used to be Shiraz's. Yeah, it's too bad about Shiraz. I think it was almost... He's been with the show so long that week or two afterwards, after he left, it was just kind of like that argument of having nothing else. It's like, wait a minute, how do I fill my time up now? Uh-oh. White bordered land destruction? It doesn't get much more insulting than that. That's like probably the meanest play this person could do to me. They get a 2-for-1 out of the deal, and they'd use a white bordered land to do it. Or 8th edition. For some reason, I thought all the white stuff was in 7th. I know it is, but I didn't think 8th was a trespasser. That's terrible. All right. Let's use our mana up. I don't think we're winning this one. Falling way too behind on tempo. And we're not doing much about it. Like we haven't... You know, one Anthem draw into a basic will help, but... Yeah, I love me some Escape Tunnel. I can't wait for that card. Oh, did I have that all backwards? Was there even a 9th edition? You never see that. Oh, that's an interesting idea, Deimos 907. Like, make something for like 100,000 Pauper points, and then I have to make like or I don't know if somebody would gift me one or what, but like to get an all-white bordered show or list. That'd be pretty hard to brew around. That'd be an interesting challenge, right? Haha. This deck usually loves blade decks, but not when I'm getting land destructed and hindered, so good on our opponent. This is Mardu. I always forget the name of that. That'd be a good name for a dog. Come here, Mardu. All right. Sometimes you just get lucky. Well, we've already seen a tithing effect, so let's tempt them here. We'll just do that, attack, and we'll kill our stuff first. And Mardu was his name. Good one. Is this a joke, Mind Stab? This is the guy with all this blonde hair. All right, we got another Tithing Blade headed our way. What's this all about? Oh, yeah, that kind of blows. All right. They're gaining life. I don't think we're winning this one. That land destruction spell was quite timely. All right, kill our own stuff. Bloop. Normally, then we can attack for 2, but not with that out. We will not. Okay, we're stabilizing here. Let's Warden, then Hawk, and sit back and mock. Here we go. Okay, and no to that. I hope they have just another Tithing Blade, and then they draw another one. How do you like that? Prismatic would be nice here. We could at least kill the vampire. My original build of this had 2 Okiba-Gain Shinobi on the side. It's neat making the tokens flip into that. I love that card. I think it's very underplayed. No attackies. Okay. I think this is worth the tempo. Loss on a bird here. I guess we'll keep this up. I'm falling behind quickly here. I need to do something about it. Cool. That's a good something, especially right about now. Problem is we gotta sit back and... Okay, we're flooded now, so that's good. We'll just chill out here. Or does it... You know what? It might actually pay to just rights right now. Let me do that. Let's get some more cards. Oh boy. Drawing a few too many of our spells here, but good news is we can sit back on rights and there's no islands across from us. Bad news is we've already seen one bog show up. With 2 basics, even if they stone rain our swamp, we'll be good to go. Feels like their creature base for damage is all one color so far. Imagine they'd have the Monarch red dude in here. Or would you favor the other? All right. We've eaten enough of our own creatures that this blade is actually going to do some things here. Come on, you have to attack now, right? Okay, there we go. Sometimes you feel a little bit hindered by strands. It's very obvious that you're holding it, but for right now it's feeling pretty good. I've already seen double cast in a fire and double blades here, so they'll probably be losing the blades game too. All right. Let's bring this out. think I want to hold on to our lands here. I'll play another one. We'll just strands here. Just trying to hold on. What is this new devilry? Destroy it. It can't be regenerated. Man. Let's see if we can draw another one here. I'll convict the veteran because we can bring it back. Hopefully we draw some more answers. We do not. Bloop. Got another blade right behind it. If it comes over with everything, I'll block the dusk and prismatic strands. I think we just take this. A little reckless to use the strands just for that. There might be a cannonade or something hiding in the mist. Well, that just kind of screws you up, doesn't it? We'll do this. Bring back a traveler. Yeah, bad call on Blood Fountain. Feels pretty underwhelming. Helps my argument that we don't have the mana to cast it right now. I was really hoping that was the Cleansing Wildfire, and then we could just go get our other basic, but oh well. We're down to Basilica and a Swamp. Got quite a few other outs, including 4 Ash Barrens. This kind of deck gets you down. Play the indestructible ones. They're getting impatient now. They're just like, get down. Quit doing stuff. And I believe if they get rid of all of our... Oh, it's just a white creature. Okay. For some reason, I thought that said if you control a plains. A lot of times it does. Am I up to date on the chat here? Let me scroll. Yes, okay. I'm doing that every time it seems to toggle everything, right? Cycle this. Is it worth it now? We played quite a few rites and stuff like that, so we'll bring this out. Drop a fountain here. I use the blood token right now. I love blood tokens. Go back in time, make that in the antiquities set, right? That and retrace. Woo! Let's go. Draw something of relevance. That's relevant. Cool. Wow. We can almost like get there. Nobody expects the LD Inquisition. Ah. So we're okay if another blade shows up because we've got a traveler out there. We've got the kill in hand. They just don't know it yet. Actually, blood fountaining back the 2 dudes is probably the best play. This is loss of life, so we have to take it. Peace Strands in response here because they're probably coming over for 9. I don't know if we're going to win this one. Started a little slow. Those Casting a Fire is just such a good card. Again, I got to go now. Hey, Chimpskey, have a great day, my friend. Thanks for joining us. Now that's a good creature to build a deck around, the troll. That has true evasion. It's very hard to block that thing. Substantial damage, a lot of protection. That's just a good card. Okay, we don't need this anymore. We're dead on the door. Oh, let's use this offensively then. We'll blast this, pledge, and strands. Yeah. Let me reduce the number of options here. We'll just do nothing. Still haven't... Yeah, I guess we've seen plenty of Casting a Fire. That's a really good plan if you can brew Casting a Fire into your opening 60 because so many artifact lands. Just able to say, get out of here. It's just another big black... Oh, are they doing the thing? Okay. Man. Well, we gained some life from it, but that's about the only plus. Really hoping they were going to come over with everything. Now this makes things a little bit more difficult. I think we just take this. I know I was going to block it. It's 3 or more, right? 3 or more. Yeah, but they're going to have 12 next turn, so Okay, crunch. Hope I don't have to use strands to just stave off a lightning bolt here, but we're going to crack this. I'm going to go for both travelers. I really wish there was a Ministrant of Obligation in there, but not the worst. It's nice getting rid of that land too, so. Oh god, Deck, come on, man. Don't think we're winning this one, but we're trying to do everything we can. They're blowing up some lands here and there, so Cenn's Enlistment would be nice if it showed up. I'll play another basic there and pass the turn. Or do we just call black and try to win? They just don't want those vampires staying back. I'd really need another few Prismatic Strands. I'm so glad they don't have like red creatures and stuff. It's making it somewhat easy to stay alive. Diamos, that's a really good idea. This is on their turn, so I'm going to, we'll do this now. I'm going to do that anyway in defense, but now they might not attack. Wow, that is the third Casting of Fire. No wonder we're losing this game. It's a very good card against us. And many out there. You got to see the strands in the yard, right? I don't think that's winning magic. Okay. Well, let's do the thing. We'll block, block, block. Just in case they've got all kinds of stuff here. Let's do it like this. Say okay. Bring back strands. Or do we? We could just take it. If we top deck another Guardian's Pledge, or we find another Prismatic Strands, there's a lot of outs here, but I'm going to do this. Let's hope for the best. Call black. Our stuff stays alive. I hope they have another Tithing Blade. That would almost be funny. Crunch. We can attack for 15 if we top deck right. And I'll probably use it on defense again. Just trying to stay alive here. This deck's pretty good at doing this. That would be a good points reward. Again, though, it's kind of a clunky show, rebuilding everything, and I'd have to have them all. I'd get rid of them. I'd give them away a lot. All right, that is going to be very relevant. I sure like that Sepulchre. It's like the artifact enchantment. It just feels like an enchantment, doesn't it? Come on, something good. That's not too bad. I'm going to keep up the Strands illusion here. Keep that swamp available. We've already seen Corrupted Conviction and Village Rites in our yard. Do that. We'll gain some more life here. I'm going to be not blocking with these. So let's do this, this, and this. Bloop. It's already seen a Guardian's Pledge, so they might give us a little bit of leeway here. We're going to be blocking that troll big time. Staying alive, staying alive. Man, they can almost kill us. Glad this is our last match as far as opponent's deck choice. This is like a really, really good matchup. I've seen 3 Casting of Fire's main. That's pretty hardcore. All right, we know what we're doing here. First of all, troll, go bye-bye. Now then, we got to stay alive here. I think we just do this. We're going to gain quite a bit of stuff because when things die, we gain life here. So let's do that. Has he got a 4th Casting of Fire here in response here? Good. We get rid of another troll. That's huge. We'll gain 5 life. More than that because things are coming back. Watch him play a sweeper now. Be like, ah. Always. And now we gain life from the Doomed Traveler, who gets an upgrade. You gotta love when things die and they get better. It's like, now with flying. Have to grow a beard. I will never do that again. I grew a beard once. It was the itchiest, hottest, and I had strangers telling me I looked way too intense and fierce was the word I kept hearing. It was like 3 strangers. It's like, God, it's got to look pretty intense to have somebody just say that out of the blue. I was like, wow, all of a sudden we're at 16. I think a beard just kind of framed my features to look like some Bond villain or something. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. And just like that, we can do stuff. Do we just attack here? Or are we just dead? That's, oh my God, that's 18 damage. We can't block 12 of it. So I'll keep 2 dudes back. Things will be dying, so I'm going to favor these guys. Let's do a little bit of damage. God, I want a Strands. There's a reason I play 4 of them. We're halfway through our list and we've only seen 1. That's a bit suspect. I like honest magic. No initiative, no monarch. It's like Pauper's planeswalkers, right? Okay. We can just live through this turn. Just like that. Our life is back. Okay. Kind of surprised they didn't go after the swamp there. Of course, they don't. You know, most lists that tinker in one other color do have 2 basics. I think that's a pretty safe assumption. Most builders do that. Being the contrarian I am, I'd like to change it, but I do find mathematically it's usually the right call. Yeah, we're just taking this. We just have to get lucky here, otherwise it's game 2. If I could take a pill to just never have hair, I would take it. I love being bald, love not having a beard. Love it. Yikes, that's not good. Yeah, we're just dead. Let's save some time here. Bloop. Our first loss. Of course, we have played 2 very roguey decks. All right, help me out here, everybody. We're going to need some Destroy Evils. Those are pretty darn good. A lot of creatures with toughness 4 or greater in our opponent's list. Dust to Dust. Perhaps. I think we won't regret saying that. Although, do we want these to just be the sweepers? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to completely lose the Hawks. Lose the Fountain. And a Warden. I'd kind of like this Lumithread Field, but I just kind of want to see what damage they're bringing in as far as sweepers go. I'm sure we're going to see it. I'll regret it. But do we see any graveyard stuff happen in there? Can't quite remember. Yeah, Fields is a good argument for the Fire, isn't it? Let's go all in. Let's just see if our deck shows up. Sends Enlistment. We're already facing land destruction, so we can lose that. Do we skim on a Pledge? We do. And we'll lose 1 Conviction. All right. And we'll do the Superstition here. We'll put this here, and an Ash Barrens between 2 veterans has never lost in the history of Magic. Quote me on that. I got way more colorful quotes than that. All right. Cool. It's a slow roll. We'll keep this. Go get a swamp, I guess, right? Might as well now. Cycle. Oop. We'll have a Lumithread. Do the thing. Hopefully we just hit another basic here. Another basic plains would be pretty awesome. Watch, it gives us a swamp. That would be very bad. Be like, come on. I only have 2 in the deck. Don't draw it. Okay. Our board has shown up. We'll play the field. When you have early double fields like this, it does feel pretty awesome because it's just like, cast that down, sucker. I don't remember. My quotes are whiteboarded. Mind Stab. Man, Mind Stab, I when I was doing the show, I looked up and it was like 3 hours before the show. He was in chat. I was like, oh my God. Okay, good. They're a little hindered here too. I think we'll save that Dust to Dust plan. We'll just slow roll this if they're going to roll it this way. Come on. All right. I'm just going to... Everything's right. We've paid our dues. We're a little screwed, but that's okay. We'll Doom Traveler writes it and hope for the best. Don't even have 2 targets for a Dust to Dust at this rate. Okay, let's do the thing. We'll bring out the Doom Traveler. You know, I'm going to Rites right now. It's kind of not optimal, but I want to hit our land drop. I think that's more important. And if they do have some sort of edict effect, that's almost a good thing. Right? Because they might play a artifact land, and then we'll have targets for Dust to Dust, which we're that much closer to now. I'm very glad I did that even when I don't hit land, because that's, you know, kind of 2 free turns, right? Fast forwarded. Deck's trying to really screw us over on mana here, and we are going up against a land destruction deck, so. Question is, do they have the wildfire for our stuff? Okay, there they go. Bloop. Find 3 Dust to Dust enough. Actually, the more I play, the more I keep wanting to trim on those. There's land in there, Hills. Yeah, that's the way to think about it. I'm going to attack and convict it if we don't draw a land here. Tough right now. You know, if I draw a basic plains, I think we have to use the Dust to Dust just for sheer tempo and hindering our opponent. Man, they're just playing every color but blue, huh? It'd be a funny, one of those jackass sets, just but blue, and it's just a butt of a blue creature. I always like the moniker mage when it comes into play. If you know your opponent's like middle name, I think it was, you draw a card or something weird. Come on, I don't want to quit her. Maybe they're using the restroom. We'll give them a few. Are they checking the stream to see if I have Dust to Dust? Was it Mind Stab that made me wear this wig today? I can't remember. It was an hour or so ago. 2 hours. Come on now. I don't want to quit her for the last one. Penguin Ringer, really? Yeah, maybe the AI is learning to like listen to the streams, and it's like, oh, they said the word bald. Here you go. Frustration. Okay, let's at least do some stuff here. We'll attack. Boy, am I glad we've got... Now, if this was a traditional white weenie list, this would be... Well, the Corrupted Convictions and stuff would be white creatures, but it's nice to have these outs, is what I'm trying to say. Kill our creature. Oh, my goodness. This is getting ridiculous. Wow. Man, oh, man. We drew 3 cards, and there wasn't a land in it. How many am I running? I think it's a bit more than usual. 18. All right. That's fine. Yeah, we'll take a bolt to kill those now. Obviously, the bridge is the choice. What's happening here? Oh, is this a pillage? Yikes! This hurts. Well done, opponent. Well done indeed. We've got a pretty good hand to discard here with Strands and Screeches. What's it going to be? I think it's much more likely that we come out of this with this. Of course, we did see a Bog game one. Let's lose a Screech here. We're not under any potential for getting killed here. Bloop. And if we get a, what would say, if we get a Plains, we still don't have any play here. I guess we could Veteran back. Doom Traveler, if we don't draw land, would be a good draw. Okay. Taking bets. I love it. Drum roll, please. 2 turns of white bordered land destruction? This person does not like me. Okay, I know I wanted a Doom Traveler, but it didn't have to be a Doom Traveler. I would have been very happy for a land there. Come on now. See, when I play Stone Rains, I either have all of them against a flooded opponent or they never show up against a screwed opponent. I've never had the luck of just like, look at this. Like, look at this. This is gorgeous. That's how land destruction is supposed to work, right? Dome Traveler. I love it. Okay. And he's back. I don't think I would have kept Edict Effects in having seen the creatures I chose. Maybe it's just one of those things they didn't have enough spots in their sideboard. Now our Dust to Dust are completely irrelevant. Slow-moving idiots. I'm going to suffer through. Keep suffering. We will discard the strands. If he bogs us, I might submit. Got to use real removal on our tokens. The Domed Traveler. Does he have hair? He said he doesn't. Do angels have hair? Well, you never know. It might be bald under there. Let's assume they are. Okay, that'll speed us up. Well, we're not going to go undefeated. There'd be an asterisk next to it anyway if we did, because the super rogue list that we ran into. But that other one had some staying power. If you're after a night-day list, I'd go with the second one. That had some firepower. Come on over, you zealot. 6 mana to our none. Telling you, all good cards are bald. I think even Dust to Dust is bald. Look at that. We'll just assume hats. You know, it's true. There, you don't see much. Oh, there's a good hair card. Quite a bit of hair. I like how they put it up, so the action is definitely her coming down and like kicking and striking. Just zap. Merciful death. Dun dun dun. Angelic hair. Maybe that's a new ad here. Okay, I wonder what our opponent's doing here. Okay. Land. Oh, that's funny. We'll play it. Will this deck stay white-black, or do you think it's changing up to white-blue? Yeah, blue might not be bad at all. This deck is totally trolling me right now. You are correct. If there's a good play, like another troll, or pretty much almost anything, I think I'm going to submit here. My mom knows better than to call me right now. Is this another troll? I will submit. Yep. Okay. So technically, yeah, you could easily go blue with this build. Play like the Convoke engine. That might be a good call. Yeah, we've got, let's see. Let's bring up our creatures here. Bloop. We got a human. We got a human. We got a human. That's a lot of humans. We got a lot of birdies. So Of One Mind would be a really good call. It's tempting, you know. And then you're not sacrificing anything. The only benefit black has here is, you know, echoing effects and such. And being able to block trade. So there's benefits to both. Could even run like a Springleaf Drum package and try them out. But yeah, Orzhov Tokens, I even considered the red one because then you could trade this in for the, you know, Rally the Peasants and have technically 8 cards in 4. So that would be a nice way to go. And then you could do your typical Ren's Resolve and Reckless Ambition here. And but for right now, we're definitely wanting to move this out of the way. And before I do anything like that, it's always neat to look at your sideboard, because if you bring in something from the sideboard for that one spot, it usually is a good move because it gives you another sideboard slot. And I think people put a little too much emphasis on game 1. But as it sits right now, I do believe I would probably just bring in a Sacred Cat and see how that works. Let's see. Bloop. I don't think I have it. There we go. For right now, you know, before I close out the deck and it saves it, and I play it some night when I've had one too many, Now it'll show up, right? Otherwise, if you leave a 59 card deck and it'll disappear from your playlist, it'll go to the bottom. And when you have as many decks as I do, it's a long way to stroll. Anyway, yeah, Blight Priest, it's a very good call. I don't really want to have to protect it. I'd consider Blight Priest maybe in the sideboard against like green lists, maybe losing a Dust to Dust. That's actually, let me just put it there so I remember. Bring in the Priest and go down to the 3 spot. Gosh darn it. Roll out. Let's make it all black. Otherwise, I'm going to be scrolling a lot. Bloop. Bring this up. There we... Huh? Why isn't Blight Priest showing up? All right. Blight. There we go. All right. Let's bring this in the side. I'm going to lose 1 Dust to Dust just so I have it there. Green decks. And tinker with it. You know, you might want to find room for that main. Yeah, we are pretty committed to gaining life, so that actually might be a pretty good call main deck. But for right now, I'm going to keep it in the side. But thank you for the deal there. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Oligarch. I just I know it fits the colors, but I don't want to be hindered by the color tree on that, and it doesn't really. A 1-for-1's not all that good. The Doom Traveler's a 1-for-1, but it upgrades and it only costs 1. I'm not a fan of terminate colors where it's like my deck's this color, so I have to play this thing. And it's like 99% of decks that are Rakdos should run Cast Down instead of Terminate. It's just math. You're gonna, unless you're like, it's very hard to even come up with a scenario. I mean, the whole Guardian of the Guild pack, but yeah, there's things called Chainer's Edict effects up the wazoo and such for that. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to head out. Hope you like this list. Again, like somebody in the chat suggested, you could easily take this shell and make it blue-white Azorius tokens. I would say the benefit of this is that, and we talk about this a lot, there's a lot of red and blue decks in the metagame. They're very powerful colors. So much so that they have 8 cards in their sideboards that just stop everything from happening that is red or blue in the Hydroblast and the Red Elemental Blast and etc. When you go Orzhov, you get a way around that, and you get some nice combat tricks, like with the let's say a 6/6 lifelinker's coming at you. You block with like a token, sacrifice it, draw 2 cards, and you're off to the races. So far so good. I'm really liking it. And if this was Azorius though, you'd really be hurting against elves. There'd be almost no way to deal with that. You could bounce some stuff, and there's fade away, but when you're going against green, fade away is a horrible idea because 90% of the time they have an elf that taps for 1 billion mana or walls that can do the same thing. So anyway, I'm going to lose this so you guys can recognize me. Like, it's really that big of a disguise, right? I mean, think about the original Clark Kent, right? He just puts on glasses. It's like, this is me. This isn't me. I always thought that was a little low on the creativity front as far as a disguise goes. Anyway, yeah. Oh my God, it's Deluxe. Yeah. Who's this interloper, right? Pauper Interloper. There'd be a good card. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. We'll be back next week with the same thing, and hopefully the 49ers have won their football game in dominant fashion. I hope so. If not, the Lions are a very good feel-good story as well. So if we're going to get beat by anybody, it's probably good to be beat by them. Don't want to jinx it. Anyway, y'all, I'll see you online all weekend long. I'll be playing Pauper as I always do. Love you all as we go out on, let me see here. Oh, we were just talking about Willy Wonka, so we'll go out with this. See you next week.
Screw flood, Mulligan 2. I've got a magic puzzle for you. Screw flood, what should you keep? Choose incorrectly, you will soon weep. What do you get when you keep 7 lands? A perfect curve from an opponent's hand. 4 mulligans, and we'll see what you get. 3 basic lands and a dumb blood head. Screw flood, what should you do? Bad luck is always opposing you. Screw flood, by the long face. 2 badger spells don't all have free trace.